Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to Pocket Legend. If you've ever wanted to play backpack battles and Slay the Spire, but you just can't do both at the same time, well, Pocket Legend is here to quell that thirst. So Pocket Legend is a inventory manager as well as a roguelike deck builder, and it's pretty sweet. The demo is available for everyone on Steam. If you'd like to check it out, link will of course be down below in the description. Before we jump in, if you do like the video, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelike action. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in and check out Pocket Legend. So there are two characters. The other character just isn't available quite yet. So, I mean, there's going to be 4 characters, but you can kind of see her design. We're going to start here with Blitz, and Blitz is kind of the melee character, right? The warrior. How do we want to start? We can either gain... we are going to gain, I think, inventory tiles. Inventory tiles are pretty important. So this is the inventory manager system. If you've played inventory managers before, you're going to be very familiar here. Now with inventory tiles, the plus can... Basically, the way these works, you can't rotate these tiles. The plus always has to be inside your current inventory. So for example, I could not place this here. Could not place it here. The plus has to be touching, so it can only go in this bottom row. So for right now, we'll just put it here. Seems pretty fine. We confirm. Now the map is completely open-ended. There's no like linear progression. You can go anywhere on the map you'd like. Once we hit the gate, that is going to move us to the next area. So let's just go ahead, and we do have Fog of War over here. So let's just go ahead and clear some of that out. We'll do our first battle. Now, the way this works is basically at the bottom of the screen is all your kind of deck builder aspects, right? You have your draw pile, your discard or retrieve pile. There's a couple different ways this word is used that I got confused with when running through the tutorial, so we'll clarify that in a minute. And then vanish, which is your exile, exhaust, banished, remove from game, right? Combat works the same way as you would expect. So we are going to put things in our inventory in order to use them. We have things that you're pretty familiar with, right? Deal 2 damage to nearby enemy, deal 3 damage to nearby enemy. The dots in the upper left-hand corner is how many spaces they're going to take up in your inventory. We have what damage is coming at us. We need to do 34 damage. And I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to read a lot of the names because they're all kind of, I think it's like folklore-based. I think if I come up here... Yeah, so you can read a little bit about all the different weapons. I think they're all like historical named, but I could be wrong about that. We can actually take a look here at our full deck, right? So we have a couple stronger weapons, a couple weaker ones, some defends. We have a card like this: deal 4 damage to nearby enemies, increase 1 damage for every empty neighboring tile. So there is an order of operations when you actually go about using a weapon. When we draw Siren, we'll look into that. Sharpened Blade. So yellows are skills that you can use. They are temporary. And then there's also green, which we'll go over later. So for right now, what we'll do is we'll put a couple weapons in. I actually need to put a defend in here. It doesn't really matter where we do it for now. So what I'm actually going to do, because I'm assuming we're going to draw Siren, we can go ahead and sharpen these blades. So we're going to increase our weapon damage for both of these by 1, and they're going to gain consume. Now, typically when you use weapons, they're going to stay in your inventory each round until you choose to get rid of them. We can basically take something, drag it out, and it gets rid of it. When an item has consume, what's going to happen is after this round, they're going to be removed. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm hoping to draw Siren next turn. We gain 2 defend. We do have to click on each item to use it. So don't forget to do that. I'm assuming that at least, like, probably once I will do that just because of the muscle memory of, like, dragging things, you know, dragging, like, cards and Slay the Spire. Okay, so they're going to gain 3 strength. So the reason I wanted to consume is because I have this Siren. So Siren increases damage for empty neighboring tiles. And basically, I wanted to do the extra damage while I had it. So if we put Siren in here, right, we're getting 4 bonus damage. Now, I could, if I wanted to, take this card, the dagger here, and put it in. But then I'm losing 2 damage. So what I can actually do is use this right now. This has been used. Now I can go ahead. Is there a better way I can do this? Hang on, let me see. No, I have 6. I have a bunch of 5s. I suppose... 3. Yeah, there's no way to get 2 3s in here with how I've currently laid this out. Okay, so now what I can do is I can go ahead and put this dagger in, and now I can use the dagger. So I basically, rather than putting in first, get the bonus here from this weapon, then put the dagger in, get the damage from it, and that doesn't really do anything. Okay, so we'll end our turn. So now everything stays in our inventory. He gets a buff. He's dealing us 7 damage. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a way to kill him this turn, right? Because if I take this out, this is dealing 6. But if I take this out, either way, it's dealing 8, and I don't have a way to deal 9. What I could do, if I use something, I can't then take it out. So, for example, I can't use this, pop this in, and put it here for 2. So I can block 4. Can I block? I can block 5 if I wanted to. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to take this out. That's now going to go into our retrieve pile. So whenever we see, there are going to be cards that say like retrieve an item. What that means is we take it from our inventory and put it into our retrieve pile. We can then get our big damage off. We can rotate that, put in our 3 defense here. Or is it better to get 2 extra damage off? Because we could block for 4 rather than 5, do 2 extra damage. But we're set up pretty well to kill him next turn, so I'm just going to block as much as I can here. Yeah, he's just going to strengthen anyway. We can pull both of these out. We can also move items, right? So we're not locked in. We can some items will be locked in, but this one, for example, we can move down here and just do the 9 damage. Okay, so now we get our rewards. We get enhancement stones, which we're going to be able to use to you can guess, enhance things. We have gold and gain a card. So what do we want to grab here? If anything, deal 3 damage 2 times to faraway enemies. Okay, so eventually we're going to have multiple enemies. Because we're a melee class, we can only attack the enemy that is closest to us. There are going to be weapons like these 2 that attack faraway enemies. I have found, just on this character, I'm not going to go with these because I've found that there are better weapons for attacking everybody, so hopefully kind of going in for that. That being said, we have deal 3 damage 2 times to nearby enemies and decrease damage by once, and this automatically consumes itself. We have deal 0 damage far away enemies, increase 1 for every card in hand, and then gain 2 defense for every item retrieved this turn. Well, so retrieving is not necessarily something I would want to do with this class. With Blitz here, I do want to do some consuming. And so because of that, I don't think I'm going to be retrieving cards very often, so I'm actually going to skip this reward. Okay, let's grab our relic. We have Topaz Ore, enhance 2 random skills. Well, we only have 1 skill here, so we're going to get our Sharpened Blade upgraded. That's going to have ready, including items to draw when the battle starts, so we're going to get this right at the start of the battle, which, honestly, I probably don't really want that, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's try an event here. Let's see what we get. Reset the enhancement. I think I said enchantment before. I meant enhancement of all weapons and armor, and enhance all skills and bound items to legendary rank. Well, unfortunately, again, we only have 1, and returning to the world map just resets it. Or not resets it, but it's basically used. So you can't, like, leave and come back. So we have to do this now, which is totally fine, because nothing is upgraded. So we're just going to get Sharpened Blade all the way to legendary. And so if we take a look now... Wait, did that not go up, or did it go up? No, I think it went up to... No, it is legendary. Okay, the name here is the rarity, so you can see also right here. So we have common, rare, unique, and legendary. Was that already legendary? Okay. Well, either way, there was something else I thought was going to be on it. It might have been a different card I was thinking of from a previous play. All right, so let's go ahead and do... well, it doesn't really matter. We got a bunch of battles here. All right, we got a slime boy with a ring on his head. The animations are super cool. They're very fluid, especially when you have multiple attacks going off. So let's go ahead and put a dagger. Might as well put these up here. And this, let's see, it does not have, what's the word? There's a word that keeps it in their hand, but that is not it. So might as well do this. We'll get some extra damage off. Okay, so he actually, I don't think I hovered over it, but he was not buffing his damage. He is putting on these disruptors. So disruptors are things that are going to disrupt you. Now this one cannot be used, cannot be moved. So yeah, it's kind of just being a thorn in our side. We're taking some 5 damage here. So what do we want to do? We could probably... Let's see. So if I move that here, I want to kind of plan before I remove everything out of here. Because if I do that, I could put a 2 up here. I could put 2 down here. That's 5. Right? Because I don't really have a... I guess I don't have a great place. Well, actually, let's see. If I do this, I put Siren here. Then I'm still taking some damage. I could do 2, 2, 2. Oh, I have a couple spaces for 2s. Okay, so let's just load these up because we can always take them out later. Or we'll just pop all these. Okay, 7 damages. Well, we have 7 block. And then we can just pop in a Sharpened Blade for some more damage. Then we lose our dagger, but we're going to get another one next turn. Okay, so he's blocking for 4. So let's just go ahead and get rid of all our armor. We're just going to go full damage here. Full damages. And then we'll try and get him dead next turn. Which we should be able to do here. Right? Because this is going to deal 8. And then we can put in... It's right here for 3 damage. Get him dead. Nice. So we get our enhancement stones. We get our gold. Gain a card. Retrieve used items. So that is, like I said, retrieving cards. Puts them in the discard. So basically, if I wanted to put a bunch of stuff in, use them, then use this, and then I could clear out my inventory for something like Siren after the fact. Deal 4 damage to nearby enemy. Increase damage by 1 whenever using Consume during battle. That is potentially... we don't have a lot of Consume just yet. I think I am actually going to take... Am I going to take this? I think I am... So we only get 1 use out of this. I think I am going to take this. There's a lot of stuff that we can pick up later that are bound items, and bound items do not... You can't move them. They basically are just like the disruptors where they get stuck. Although some disruptors are not stuck. That was just one of them. So you're gaining 4 strength. You're gaining defense. Let's go ahead and Siren up. Let's see. I don't want to Sharpen Blade, though, so I'm going to use this. The question is, do I want to pop this in? Well, I can pop it in, and there's... In case I don't need it next turn, I can still remove it, so I might as well just leave it in there. Now, you're gaining strength, and you're gaining defense. So, let's do this. We can pop this out, get 2 more damage. Pop our sword in here, get 3 damage, and then we might as well put this in here for next turn in case we need it. Okay, well, we are taking a lot of damage, and we don't have any block in here. So, that being the case... I mean, we can kill this guy. That's not a problem. So we're only taking 7. But how do I want to line this up? So right now, if I take this out, that's 7 damage. He dies. And then we have 3, 4, 5. We could make it 9. Okay, let's do that. Now, that is one of those weird... Could I have lined that up differently? Wait. If I had put that here... Where did I put it? Oh, I targeted down here. Okay, so that's one of those weird interactions that I need to remember. So, consume doesn't mean that you have to use the item with consume. It literally means if the item is used, it consumes it, right? So it's not like I have to apply consume, use it, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I recognize that you have consume. If it's already used and I apply consume to this, it's going to go away. So, of course, that was simply for you guys to show you how that interaction works. It wasn't. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so we're taking 8 damage. Here we have 6. So what we can do is, here's kind of a good use for this, I suppose. So we can go ahead and pop these 2. We can retrieve... Oh, it's just 1? Oh, yeah, it's just 1. I was thinking use items. Items is multiple. So let's go ahead Because are we likely to draw Siren? We are likely to draw Siren, so I want to clear out our board. There we go. Okay, and you're just gaining strength, so we can get rid of this turn. Let's get Siren in here. 9 damage. There we go. We'll get our sword. Slash him to kill him. Inventory tiles. About time. About time. Well, this is another really weird one here. Because I can only put it on this side. So the question is, like, where do I put it? I guess I could put it down here. It gives me 2 spaces for, like, a dagger or an odd shield. Which I think I might do. There's argument, I guess, for here, maybe, because it gives me 1 more... No, there is no argument for here, because then I have 2 singles. Yeah, I'm going to put it here, just so that way I can put a 2-spacer down here and kind of keep it there. What I was going to say is there's an argument here, because if I put Siren here, that's an additional damage, but then I just have 2 single spaces, which just is not going to do anything for us. It's a really weird shape, but we've gotten some really weird tiles so far. Let's see, gain 1 defense, increase defense by 1 for every neighboring tile. We could grab this, which has consume built in. So here's one of those bound items that has stuck, cannot be moved, but it increases our draw limit by 1. Not really crazy about that for us. We have deal 1 damage to nearby enemies, increase damage by 2 when retrieving this item. I think I'm just going to grab the extra defense, just because we can pop it in, get some defense, and then it's gone. And there's some synergy that we can get later on with Consume, which is kind of maybe what I'm looking for. Okay, let's go ahead and do another battle here. You're creating sticky solutions. So because of that, I don't really care. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put this here. Because if he stickies this tile, it also basically cancels out this one for the most part. So if he were to do it down here, I would be okay with him doing here, because then I'd solve this column. He'll likely do over here, obviously. But we can also, I guess, block off a little bit more space here. Let's maybe do... And I don't want him to be in the middle of the board. So let's kind of block these off. So this is retrieve random item if impossible. That I don't believe, I'm almost certain, that does not mean that, like, if he tries to put it here and it's impossible, he'll retrieve it. I believe that means if the inventory is completely full, it will retrieve something. And might as well just... I'll increase the damage here, but I'm not going to use it this turn. Okay, so that's kind of fine. You're defending, so we can go ahead and get rid of all our defensives. Put this up here. We'll put the dagger down here. 3 here, 2 here, and just massive damage. I also really appreciate that when you actually use a sword, he does a sword slash, and when you use a dagger, he, like, flips, you know, he actually has a dagger. That's just a really nice touch. Okay, 17 damages. We can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We remove this. That's 4, 6. That's 13. Well, that's not quite enough. We could do 3. Remove 3, 5. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Let's pop this in. Let's pop this in. Do a little blocking. Okay. Full on blocking. Let's get rid of these. We can go ahead and put Siren in. Let's do this. So we can do something like this. Although, I mean, he was super dead regardless. But enhancement stones, gold, gain a card. Let's see. Draw an item and it consumes. Okay, so there's a consume item. Gain 3 defense when turn ends. Increase defense by 3 when this item is retrieved. Yeah, I don't think we're doing that. Don't think we're doing that. Nope, that's not what I want. I want that. Let's see. I think I'm just going to go for the cornucopia here for more draw. But does that... It's only draw 1, and we're kind of filling up the board anyway. The problem with Fail Me Not is, with the way our board is right now, there's no real good way to do it without also not being able to use Siren. So I don't think it's really worth it. Okay, so this enemy is going to be interesting. So I know that he is likely next turn to hit me for 4. And the way this enemy works is, yeah, so basically he's going to have 4 different attacks. If we hit him during this phase, he's going to gain 1 strength. And so he's going to go from dealing 4 damage to 8 damage to 12 damage. And so we don't want to hit him this turn. So I'm just, actually what I'm going to do... Hang on, is there a way I can go 2, 2, no, just gonna load these up for next turn. Alright, well he's doing this phase again. So, what is likely to happen is that maybe next turn he's not going to attack. So maybe I should lose these. Pop the Siren in, because I can block this turn, and then potentially next turn get rid of these, get a big Siren hit, and then put in a few other weapons. Yeah, there we go. So we can get rid of these. I can go ahead and get a Siren hit in. Is that... No, no, no. This is 8 damage, 9 damage. There we go. And then we'll pop this in. I'm going to put these in just in case, because I can always get rid of them. But in case he does his attack phase, we can just go ahead. There we go. So, getting 4. Wondering if I want to sharpen. I don't think I do. Actually, I can sharpen this. I think this is fine. But we're just going to block that. Okay, there we go. Get rid of these. Get our 8 damage. Pop this in, pop this in. And there we go. We can just sharpen up. Get him dead. Inventory tile. What do we get? Man, we're getting a lot of singles. Okay, well, I'm going to pop it down there. Open that up a little bit. Okay, so this is one that I really like having. Deal 4 damage to all enemies, so we have a little bit of AoE, but also remove 1 Wrath piece. There are some things. Grand Grimoire is also another one of these. There is a weapon that I would like to pick up. I'm going to take this anyway just because it's some AoE. And I prefer like I said, I prefer the AoEs to the weapons that just attack in the back. Of course, if there's one enemy, it obviously just attacks that one enemy. So let's go ahead and go to events here. Lose 1 random common relic, gain 2. Well, that's totally fine, right? Because this has already been used. So, we got another topaz ore. Okay, well, we at least get this. So that's actually nice, preserved. So we can basically hold on to this. And gain 2 defense when using consume. Well, there we go. There's some payoff for having consume. So we don't have to worry as much now about getting our shields, which is really nice. View the relic, gravity ignoring gloves. Gain bag of air if obtaining the relic. Okay, well, we can view it. Increase reuse by 1 for items larger than 5 tiles. So reuse is basically like multi-strike in this game, where you can use the item multiple times. Now, the item that I want to get for reuse is smaller than that. I don't actually remember seeing any large items. But if we did get this, we would get the... Oh, we would get the bag of air, which I wish I could see, but I believe bag of air is like a one-time disruptive item, or I think it's a card. I think it's a card that goes in your deck. That's a disruptor, but I don't think I want that. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and do the other event now. Lose 1 HP with a 10% chance to grab a relic. I think I'm okay with doing that because we're going to be going to the campsite soon. There we go. Ruby Orb. Enhances weapons. So it looks like it does nothing right now. But basically, whenever we get a weapon, it is going to come enhanced, which is really nice. And let's go ahead and recover HP. So in the campsite, we can either recover HP, which we're going to do, or we could remove a card. Actually, I don't remember if we heal between maps. I think I'm actually going to remove a card. And now, because we have the gain 2 defense when using consume, I think I'm going to get rid of one of these larger shields. And then we can go in for one more battle. Alright, so you're attacking for 3 and dealing 2 damage. We can, well, we can block all of that. I'm gonna hold this for later, but I do just want to put it in there. Okay, 5 damage incoming. So let's see, what's the best way to get this done? We can put this here. Actually, this just 3 plus a consume, so this just blocks everything. So we can get rid of these. Put Siren in. Go ahead and get this damage off first. Put the dagger in. Put the sword in. And we'll hold off, because we can always use that next turn if we need to. 13 damage. Do we have 13 damage? So, let's see. We have 6. We have 8. We have 11. We have 13. Okay, give me good inventory. Okay, man, we are getting... Okay, well, we at least unlocked this, which does give us... I mean, we had 4 in a row before, but they kind of, like, screwed up our whole board. So now we have a space for AoE weapon, and then we just have our basic inventory, so that's totally fine. Grab some gold, get a card. Increase weapon damage by 2 after creating a Wrath piece. Well, we don't have anything for that yet. Deal 8 damage to nearby enemy, increased 4 for every enemy killed. I don't know if that's permanent or not. Gain 1 agility when an item vanishes. And I don't know if vanish is like... I don't know if that is part of consume. No, it's not, because vanish is exile, right? Consume is just it goes to retrieve. So I think this weapon is too large for us. I don't think it's necessarily what we're doing. Raging Anger, man, I would want to take this. Because it's really good with what we have potentially going on down the line. It's like I don't have the card to make this work yet. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that. It's not necessary. It's something that I would like to grab. All right, so now in chapter 2, we're gonna start having elites. Let's just go ahead and open up the map. Gonna try and find either a relic or a shop. We have a couple different shops that we can go to. Let's see. So we're taking 4 damage. We can go ahead and block some of that. Let's go ahead and get that in here. We'll get a couple daggers in here. And might as well pop this here. Oh, don't forget to pop that. That was one of those muscle memory things. I almost forgot to pop that. Oh, actually, I wouldn't even need it to. I already get the 4. Okay, so we have our siren here that we can use. We're taking a buttload of damage, though. So, that being the case, let's get as much damage as possible. Which, how am I going to get as much damage as possible? Put that down here. That's 8. We have 8. Do I have any way of getting more than 8? 9. I do lose a space here, though, but that's fine. Because I don't need it this turn. All defense. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these out of here. Now, what I would like to do... Man, I wish I could get him dead first before I use Siren. But the way I have this laid, let's see. So if I do this, that is 8. If I do 4, oh, I'm going to be 1 space off. I was going to see, is there any way that I can do all 3 of these? Oh, no, there is. Okay, so we get massive damage out of here. We go ahead and retrieve that. We put this down here. We put this up here. Put this up here. Let's go ahead and save this for later, and then we just go big damage. Okay, 5 damage. Let me see. Let's go ahead and 5. This is going to give me, what, 4? I can sharpen both of these. I can technically sharpen everything, which gives me some more AoE as well. Which I think I'm going to do, because then we can get rid of this guy. Right? So if we have, let's see, 4, that makes 6. That makes 11. Is 16. Okay. So I'm going to do that to get rid of everybody. Then we're taking 5. We have 6, so I'm not going to use this turn. I'm going to pop this in just in case we need it for next turn. Which we don't. Okay, so we can grab Siren. We're going to pop these out just for as much damage as possible. And then we have an easy kill. Nice. Inventory tile. Okay. Well, we're getting all these single tiles, man. Let's see. So that doesn't really do anything for us. And again, I can't rotate these, so that's why it's getting a little weird. I could technically do this. It just makes it up mirror. So it gives me another space to put a 4 tile. Grab some gold. What do we have for cards? Increase armor defense by 2. Gain consume. Or we could take the Erendite. I think I'm going to take the Erendite. So from what I understand, volatile is there basically so you can't break items, I think. Because it just says, like, I think it's there for coding purposes, right? For right now. Because gain 2 strength, if for whatever reason something broke and it was in your hand and you can gain 2 strength, so that's kind of here as like a safety, like a precaution, so that way it doesn't do that. I think that's why that's there, because otherwise it's like, yeah, obviously things that are in your hand don't affect what's on the board. Okay, so we have our gate here. Let's go ahead and open up the board this way some more. I'm still looking for a shop. There are shops. I guarantee you there are shops in this game. Let's see, what do we have here? Add 1 sandy soil to opponent's hand when taking damage. Okay, so with this enemy, we want to be doing just big damage as opposed to a lot of little hits. So I might stray away from using daggers if at all possible. So let's get our 10 damage in there. And then we can pop this in, which will defend everything. Do I want to use this? I don't think so, because I would like as much as possible, I think, to use Siren. It's our most damage. Okay, 9 damage. Well, there's no way we're killing him this turn. Well, we're going to take some damage here. So I think I'm going to have to just kill him quickly. And I might just have to say, screw it. Why did I not put the shield there? Because I had a brain fart. I had a complete brain fart. Okay, just thinking. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But I want to get a 2 in there, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then that opens that up. Yeah, there's no good way to do that. Let's see. 10, that drops him down 13, but I need to block. If I take this out, I do 3. Does 3 more, so it does 8. I might be able to kill him the following turn. Okay. No, just... Oh, 7, because this one doesn't count. Okay. Okay, and then we can kill him next turn. Right, because we remove all these. It's 10 damage. Just to make sure. Just in case no funny business happens. Remove all Wrath Beasts, then deal 5 damage for every item removed. Don't have that yet. And we don't have anything to do with that. And I don't want to grab another Erendite. Okay. Well, now I'd like a campfire. Yeah, so that... Okay, well, we get the same event again. We don't want that. There's a campfire, so let's go ahead and heal real quick. Still looking for some kind of merchant. We just haven't found one yet. Gain a card. Okay. Create Wrath Beast, then gain defense twice. So this is one of the things that I'm looking for. It's not the exact one that I want, but that's going to help us out. Okay, you know what? Let's hit up this event. Reset the enhancement of all weapons and increase all skills and bound items to legendary rank. Well, we still only... Well, I guess this will go to legendary and this will go to legendary because I haven't enhanced anything yet because we haven't found a shop. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have gain 4 strength and it starts in our opening hand. That's pretty nice. And then, well, I guess this also starts in our opening hand. So our opening hand is kind of set, which is actually kind of not what I want, but okay, it's what we got. Let's keep opening up the map because, good lord, I need to find like a shop to enhance my stuff. Let's see, we're taking 7 damage. Retrieve all used items in the inventory. Okay, let's take a look here. So we have this, which in, let's see. That'll give us 2 defense, so... Okay, let's go ahead and pop this. Might as well do this. It's going to be retrieved anyway, so we'll consume. So that we get a little bit of defense. And he's going to do this every turn. Okay, so we're only taking 4 damage, which is totally fine. So I'm going to save this for later. Put these in. This will give us our 4 defense to block this. It also gives us our Wrath Beast. So this Wrath Beast can be moved. Another 6 damage. Which we can block. So if we put, let's see, so if we take this, 3, so 3 is kind of the most that we're going to be able to do with this, right? No, I guess we can put it, yeah, it's still 3. Well, that's 2. Which is 3, 5. I put it here, but then I'm kind of losing out on damage of Siren, but I think that's just kind of, it is what it is. That kind of opens it up. Okay, we're blocking all the damage. As long as we block all the damage, that's fine. Now you have 7. This is 8. Boom. So now we can use this to remove wrath pieces and also make this stronger. What do we have here? Gain 4 defense. Increase defense by 2 whenever using consume this turn. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to grab this. This is pretty strong for defending. Okay, so we have our first shop, finally. Let's see what we can buy. Let's see. Increased damage of used weapon by 2. This item is locked. Cannot be used this turn. Well, it's used, right? Vanish items, vanish disrupt items for this battle, so we can get rid of disrupting items. Retrieve, let's see, all items currently hand drop 4 items. I don't actually think I'm going with any of these cards, though. Wait. Deal 4 damage to nearby enemies. Increase damage by 1 whenever you consume in battle, and this has consumed, so it likely increases itself. The question is, like, do I go with this and stop and, like, kind of stop using Siren? Potentially. What do we have for relics? Increase cost of items at the shop by 50%, so that's actually kind of nice. So if we buy this, we drop down to 140. We can buy this for 40. That's 100, but then we can't buy one of these. Gain 3 random inventory tiles when the battle starts, so that could be pretty nice. Gain as many increased pressure as strength. I don't know what that is. But with our sword, we have 4 strength, so I would assume that that's pretty good. You know what? We're going to try it out. And unfortunately, I can't buy this and this, so we're just going to go ahead and try it out, and we're going to buy this as well. And because we bought a weapon, we have that. So we have preserved, not retrieved when the turn ends. Well, that's a kind of neat combo. Okay. Let's go over here. What are you? Just a sword of the mouth, huh? Okay. Let's go ahead and put you in here. Oh, wait. You have stuck, right? Oh, no, you don't have stuck. Wait, you don't have stuck? Okay. Yeah. Increased pressure. Oh, this... Okay, so we just doubled the damage we do. Not too shabby at all. Let's go ahead and put this down here. And what are you doing? Just putting random items in. So this just now does 12 damage to everything, just right off the bat, and it can get stronger whenever we remove wrath pieces. Do I want to do this just in case he's going to hit me? And you know what? I'm going to do this just in case... he plans on hitting me next turn, and I don't have... Oh, shoot! I forgot that it works that way. I told you. My brain's going to keep forgetting that. So we are taking 6, but that's totally fine. We can do this. Let's see. We could do something like this. We could put this here. And then these here. Oh, well, that was stupid. I should have activated this first. We could still put it here. I mean, we have more than enough block. I'm not concerned about that. So are you just dead? Oh, you're just super dead. Okay, inventory tile. Let's go ahead and put that over here. I swear there are more tiles than just single squares. You can get more than that. So Ring of Protection does say Wrath Piece, but we want to actively get rid of Wrath Pieces. Now, you could argue that you could, like, do this first before using the AoE sword, but we already have the Consume Shield, which I would prefer. Draw as many items as the size of the item. It's not bad. Okay. Decrease shuffle costs at oh, that doesn't really do anything. So there is a blacksmith as well. Unfortunately, we haven't seen the blacksmith. The question is, do I want to do the elite? We're pretty low on HP. I think we can do that, though. 8 damage. Oh, crap. Yeah, see, this is kind of a problem for us. So we might have bitten off more than we can chew at this point. Let's get a little bit of defense. Eight damage. Immobilized. Okay. Okay, so things that I keep here... Okay, got it. So I need to plan this out. So if I put this here... Now this is a really awkward item. But what I can do is I can use it to gain 4. Get it out of here. Do this, get a wrath piece. Do I want this in here, though? I don't think so, because I think if I get more shielding items, I can beat him with just this weapon. So I'm actually not going to use this. I think that's correct. I'm not sure. Oh, and he's just shielding? Oh, perfect. Okay, well, this obviously I can't use. Draw a bunch of cards, see what we get. Okay, so obviously can't move this, right? So this weapon is kind of off the table for us. So then what I want to do... This is 4 defense, that's 8, and it looks like he's only hitting us for 8. So then I think what I'm going to do... is do this. I mean, there's no sense in doing that, but... Because I can use... So I can still make a wrath piece. Yeah, see, he's not even hitting... Oh, he's hitting us... Okay, so it looks like he might only hit us for 8. So basically I can do this, make a wrath piece, use this, it's going to keep getting stronger. Use these, that's 8. And then I have this here in case he hits slightly harder, and then I can get a boost of, what would this be? A boost of 4 extra defense. Same thing. Now I could use, let's see, so I could use one of these to withdraw something. Is that what I want to do? I don't think so. I should probably just stay the course. We know what we're doing is working. There's no sense in really changing things up. And we can actually just hold on to this. Just making sure nothing in the equation is changing. Okay, so you're doing 8, so we do this, we do this. Could I kill them this turn? Yes, I could. But leave it to me to mess something up very badly. So, might as well just play it as we've been doing. Increase draw limit by 1. That is great, considering how bad our opening hand is. Let's see. Let's see. I don't want another one of these. One is fine. And I'm actually going to pass up on doing this battle. Let's just go ahead and go to the next gate. Let's do the event. Or I think that actually said unknown encounter, so I think it was always going to be a fight. Let's see. So that said, let's go ahead and put this in. We have this that we can gain. There we go. What are you doing? Gaining strength. Okay, so then let's start doing this. Oh, I probably should have put... I should have put this in first. Because I can do this. Hit. Get you out of there. So I'm wondering, I don't think this is permanent, though. Oh, and it consumes. Whenever dealing consumed during battle, let's see, increased damage. So do I want that here? No, I think I want to save this because he's going to be increasing his strength. So just in case I need the... Oh, right. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 34. If 10... We can get in, what, an additional 20, 31. So I'm taking 1 damage. Or actually, what I could do... Let's draw 4. There we go. Now we get the kill. All right, I'm like walking on edge. There we go. Finally, a big tile. Now it's a little bit of a weird one. I guess to get the most use out of it, this is technically the correct spot, but I'm wondering if just like this is better. We're just going to go like that. So we've already passed up on this. Deal 3 damage to random enemy when removing Wrath Piece, and it's stuck. I am going to take this. Again, I'm still going for the kind of that Wrath Piece build. Oh, no. Okay, so it is an event. It's just an unknown counter. We're going to go here again. Remove a card, morph a card, or enhance a card. Let's go ahead and we're going to remove a card, and we're going to remove... We already have... we have a bunch of different ways to get defense, so I'm going to get this defense card out of here. Especially since we have the... Ooh, there's the boss. Okay, so we have to go here if we don't want to do the boss. I obviously want to try and find a campfire first. Let's see. So Turtle here. You're going to be defending for... And then you're going to be gaining strength. Okay, but you're not hitting this turn. So let's go ahead. We'll put you down here. That's a pretty nice spot for you. Siren. Let's see. You can do 19. You can do 19... 16. Well, this little 2 damage isn't really doing anything for us anymore, is it? Alright, so we got... You're hitting for 10. And we have the free retrieve. So I get hit for 11. This was hit for 19. That kills. And then I just have to worry about the 10 damage. Which... We can get this in, consume... This increases defense by 2. We have... Oh, yeah, we have enough. So let's do this. Get this out of here. This deals big damage. We put this here. Pop this. We get 5. This is up to 6 now. That's preserved, so we don't have to worry about that. We're good there. Leave this on board. And I don't want to draw because a lot of the cards that I want to play, I can't play yet until I clear out the board a little bit and move some stuff around. Okay, 10 damage again. What do we have for defense? So we have some consume. That gives us 2. This gives us 2. Another 2. Oh, wait. What am I thinking here? You're just super dead. Yeah, you're just super dead. Okay, so I don't want another Grand Grimoire. I don't really care for the gold because we're not hitting a lot of shops. And we do have the Cornucopia, which is another consume. And so that basically means it's draw card, gain 2 defense, which then gives us 2 additional defense here. Gives us extra damage here. Okay, I think it's worth it. We have another shop, so let's go there. Let's see, so no relics for us. We can reroll, but relics are all pretty expensive. Let's see, deal 9 damage. Ooh. Well, that is an absurd weapon. So, deal 9 damage 4 times, so 36 damage to far away enemy. Decrease damage by 1 once used, and it has consume. And we have an additional 8 damage right off the bat. So this is an absurd weapon. We're 100% buying that. Is there anything else? We could, so... Bolg is also kind of good if you want to do removing pieces, wrath pieces, since it gives strength to everything. But yeah, we're just going for this legendary weapon. This is kind of absurd. We also got some... Wait, did we get these? 2 to basic stack, 1 to effects, 1 to effects. Oh, no. I think that's what we got from the enhancement, maybe? So enhancement in this game, I actually haven't even talked about enhancement because we haven't even seen it yet. I'm going to go here. Might as well heal because I know I'm not removing a card. Let's grab a relic. Enhances skills. Okay, so unfortunately we didn't see... actually, what I'll probably do here is I'm going to kind of pause the video here just so that way I can show you guys what a smith looks like. I'll go and record footage of a smith, put it in here just so you can see what a smith looks like, and then I'll kind of return here. Alright, so apparently the enhancement shop is kind of rare. I've done 3 different runs at this point, just kind of like speed running through the game, and have not found one yet. So we're going to be taking a look at some trailer footage here, so that way I don't have to keep doing runs all day. So on the right, you can see that it says enhance the item with one of the following effects. So the way it works is there's kind of like a legendary version of the weapon, right? There's 4 different rarities of cards. There's the legendary version of the weapon is like the complete version with all the pieces kind of put together, and you make the Infinity Gauntlet, right? And then each level down is like taking one of those pieces away. So basically, once you enhance it once, one of these effects is going to go away, and then you enhance it again, and then you enhance it again, and then you have all 3 of these effects on your card. You don't necessarily know which one you're going to get, so it is not super linear, kind of like the Slay the Spire system where you know exactly what you're going to get, but if you fully enhance a card, you will eventually know exactly what you're going to get. The enhancement stone cost goes up by 1 every time, so we go from 1 stone to 2 stone to 3 stone, and yeah, that's kind of how the enhancement system works in a nutshell. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Honestly, I feel like let's do the event here. Lose half your gold. Oh, this sucks. Well, we'll just lose half our gold because that doesn't matter. Some events are just literally all negatives. There was one that I had before where it was like choose one of 3 detriments. And so at this point, I think I'm just going to take on the boss because I think this is going to be enough to kill him. I think I have more than enough. Technically, I could get some more defenses, but if I lose, I lose. All right, so let's jump in. Only 600 damage, increase max HP by 13 as much gold as own player. Hey, we just lost some gold. That's pretty nice. It's actually not too bad. Holy, we already got the combo here. That's a little bit absurd. So we'll go ahead and pop this in. We'll pop this. Might as well give it 2 extra damage because, you know, reasons. Boss is almost dead. Like, okay, if you say so. Well, that was absurd. Yeah, see ya, boss. First aid box. All recovery items are 2 times as effective. Enhancement stone, gold. And then we could go ahead and, yeah, I would take this Ochin for more wrath pieces. And that is the demo. So I don't remember if I said, but the item that I wanted that unfortunately we didn't get, there is a dagger that's 2 spaces that has multi-use, and each time you use it gives you a wrath piece. And obviously that would have been good with the sword that was increasing our strength, right? Because multi-use. And then it also is creating a bunch of wrath pieces, so we get to continually use our AoE effects. In the first build I had multiple of the AoE swords, and I had that shield that makes wrath pieces. I was built a little bit more around wrath pieces at the end rather than consume. But that is Pocket Legend. I really enjoy this game. I'm looking forward to seeing like what updates come about from this. I think the animation style and the animation, just the graphic style in general, is super great. I think that this is kind of the first time I've seen a deck builder inventory manager, I think, and I think this game does it really well. I think that the map system, I think one of the things that people might not like as much, and this is just a theory that I was thinking about when I was thinking about kind of my overall thoughts in the game the past couple days, is, are people going to enjoy the map system? Because comparing this to like the Slay the Spire map system, Slay the Spire is very linear, right? So when you start, you kind of have to plan out your route, and you're left at the folly of what route you choose to go down. Whereas this, first of all, you can choose wherever you want to go at any time, as long as it's unlocked, right? There is Fog of War, so I will give the game that there is some restriction on choice. But where was I going to go with that? Oh, but you can choose to like hit the boss early, which like for us, right? That just saved a bunch of time. That probably saved 10-15 minutes not having to do the other fights. So like I kind of like the way the map is, but I'm wondering if you're going to have some players who are just like, oh, it makes it too easy because you can just jump around wherever you want, right? It's one thing if you have a linear line. It's like, man, I have to get through the next 3 fights before I hit the bonfire or the campfire to heal. Whereas in this, it's just like you unlock the campfire, save it, and then when you need it, you pop in. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Just an observation that I made that I was thinking about. But I think that the inventory managing is really fun. Obviously, we had really, it wasn't until the end that we really got to open up our inventory, and at that point, it didn't really matter because we just got a busted legendary. I think the enhancement system is pretty cool. It's definitely different, right? Because it's not as linear as something like Slay the Spire, where you get 1 upgrade on a weapon and you know, or a card, excuse me, doesn't have to be a weapon, and you know what it's going to be. There's a little bit of randomness there, but if you're hunting down enhancement stones, then you can really make some busted weapons with that. I think it's pretty interesting. Definitely different from stuff we see in other deck builders. And I think the fact that this combines deck builder and inventory manager so well is really awesome. I think this game is super fun. Definitely excited to see what comes of it in the future. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on this one, so expect more content on this one as the game updates and develops, because I have high hopes for this one. Really excited. But what do you guys think of Pocket Legend? Let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, if you want to check it out for yourself, link to the Steam page will be down below in the description. But guys, if you did enjoy the content, the video, the game, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.